Agents are here, and they are top tier in my hands. No, this deck is seriously got, in my opinion, the best turn 1 out of any deck in the game right now, and probably right behind or right up there with Tachyon in terms of turn 1s and what this deck can do. It's more vulnerable. You don't get an Omni-Gate, so you're more vulnerable to losing to board breakage, but this deck, and I still think it's more vulnerable to getting hand trapped, but this deck is very, very strong right now. And I'm going to go over the deck. I'm going to go over the skill. I think the skill is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about what this deck does, and yeah, let's go over it. Alright, so basically, we're running 3 copies of Master Hyperion. Let me go over the skill first, because otherwise none of this is going to make sense. So the skill is Tuning in the Sky. So this skill is once per turn. You can only use the second and third effects once per turn, but the first effect is just locks you into agents and Hyperion monsters from the deck, or normal monsters and synchro monsters. You can't summon any monsters but agents, synchros, normals, or Hyperions, but that does not matter. And this locks you any synchro monster you want to make. The second skill says you send 2 agents from your deck to the graveyard, and 1 Sanctuary in the Sky from outside your deck to your deck. So right away, this is a Foolish Burial for 2. So this is very important, as this allows you to get your Venus in the graveyard for your main combo. Then you can apply the following effect. Shuffle 1 Hyperion monster or 1 normal monster from your hand to your deck. Then add 1 agent monster or Hyperion monster from your deck to your hand. So immediately, this gives us a multitude amount of stars. I'm going to go over that in a second. And then we have a third effect. Shuffle one monster from your graveyard to the deck. Then choose up to 2 fairy monsters on your field that are treated as tuners. This skill does 3 different things, and it's nuts. So it's a Foolish Burial for 2. It makes any 2 of your monsters tuners. And it allows us to add any, is a consistency skill. So we shuffle back a normal or a Hyperion monster and add any agent from our deck to our hand. So immediately, what this gives us is about 14 starters in the deck. And I'm going to explain why. You run 3 Master Hyperion. You want to play 3 of this. If you have less, you get away with it, but it weakens your turn 2. I feel like you want to play 3 of this if you have it. Okay, so the people in the DLM Discord telling me that you run 3, I think they're on to the right move here. Okay, this is a starter because we shuffle this to get Earth. Earth by itself is a starter. So if you get to Earth, you're comboing off. So next we play 3 Mystical Shine Ball. This is a starter because you shuffle in a normal monster to add Earth. So right away, this is 6 starters. Neptune by itself is not a starter. You need, well, Neptune can be a starter. Actually, I lied. Neptune can be a starter, but by itself, it might be actually a little bit of a weaker starter. Earth by itself is a starter, so that's 8 starters. Sacred Waters in the Sky is a starter by itself, so it's 11 starters. So we have about 11, and if you draw these alongside, this is kind of a starter, depending on what else you draw with it. So that's about 11, about 13, 14 starters in the deck that you can get away with. Venus also can combo up with something else to be a starter. So this Venus plus Agent Neptune is also a starter. So there's a lot of ways that you can potentially combo this deck off. So we have a lot of starters in the deck. So let me go over what these cards do. So basically, and you can see I run 2 Earth. 2 Earth is fine. You don't need 3 Earth. You can run 2. And I think that's completely fine. If you wanted to play 3, you could, but I don't think there's any real worth in playing 3 because the skill is once per turn. You can just search it anyway. So I wouldn't have a heart attack in getting the 3rd Earth if you don't have it. You're probably fine with 2. 3 Master Hyperion. So basically what this does is you banish 1 agent monster from your hand or graveyard to special summon it. Once per turn, you can banish 1 agent monster from your graveyard or from your hand, pop it back row. But if you have the Sanctuary in the Sky in the field, you pop 2. So what you're going to find a lot is a lot of these effects a lot of these agent monsters have bonus effects if you have Sanctuary in the field. So this allows you to pop 2. If you have multiple Hyperion effects, you can use multiple different effects because it's the soft once per turn for each one. So you can use multiple of these if you have multiple on the field to pop multiple cards. Next, we have the Agent of Mystery Earth. This card is a 1-card starter for the deck. Basically, on summon, adds an agent monster from your deck to your hand. If Sanctuary is on the field, you can add Hyperion if you wanted to instead. But mainly, you're adding Neptune. That's what you're going to be doing. Neptune basically has 2 different effects. A, this allows you to discard it to summon an agent from your graveyard. Second effect, banish it to add a Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck to your hand. So basically, banish this from your graveyard, add Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck to your hand. Which you're going to do with Majesty Hyperion, which I'm about to go over right now. Majesty Hyperion is a really good card. This card does a lot of things, and you're going to see in a replay that we do turn 1. So turn 1, this card summons itself by attributing an agent or banishing it from the graveyard from either hand or graveyard. So what makes this card absolutely ridiculous is that you can summon this from the graveyard for free. So you're going to send this with Pluto, and you're going to summon this for free off the link too, which is broken. And what this thing can do is on the field, you can banish either one monster from your graveyard or from your opponent's graveyard, as well as your own, and then be able to trigger your Pluto. I mean, not your Pluto, your Neptune to search Sanctuary in the Sky. But what makes this card absolutely stupid, in my opinion, is that this card allows you to, if you go up against like Shiranui, you can banish Spectral Sword turn 1. Or if you go up against like Sky Striker going second, you can threaten to banish the Ray in their graveyard. So that becomes another additional play that you can make to try to get through their board. So very, very good card. Definitely play this. You need Majesty Hyperion to play the deck, by the way. 2 Agent of Creation Venus. You can run any amount from 1 to 3. I do like a solid amount of 2. So basically, this card is insanely broken because it was created back in 2004. I played the game at that time. Basically, it's not a once per turn, and you can summon, pay 500 life points to summon a Shine Ball in your deck. Basically, that equals to is infinite link material. Also, a considerable amount of synchro material because your Shine Balls become, you know, essentially tuners because of the skill. So, hello, this gives Shine Ball really broken utility, and it makes the deck nuts. And the skill also takes away Agent's one of the biggest downfall. In the past, Agents had the big downfall that opening your Shine Balls were a brick, but the skill says, no, it's not a brick anymore, because you shuffle in the Shine Ball to get a starter. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links fixing things with skills, right? Am I right? Okay. So this is not a hard once per turn. Next, we run Uranus. This card does not come up, so this card may come out. Basically, you could special summon this by, if you have Sanctuary in the field, and then you could send an agent monster from your deck to the graveyard to manipulate its level to whatever it is. I don't think this card's that good. I think it can come out of the deck. I think you really want to be focusing on the 1-card combos. Maybe, if anything, it's a 1-up because it can be searchable. We're going second as an extender, but it doesn't need to be in here, I don't feel. This is very good. Agent Destruction Venus. You're going to summon this as part of your 1-card combo to make your end board. And what this does is basically it's Venus, but you could summon any amount of Shine Balls from your banish. But you can only use, you have to summon them all at once. Whereas the original Venus could summon them as many times as you want at different times. This, you could only summon it once. But this allows you to summon back 2 like Shine Balls, and then you're going to end on Pluto, which is going to be really good for you. So next, the beauty about this deck, and I'm going to tell you right now, is that your turn 1 is already solidified, and it's so consistent. So what are we doing with the rest of our deck? We're running turn 2 techs. Because the turn 1 combo is a 1.5 card combo, which I'm going to show you, that you just have to discard any card from your hand, and it can be a Dark Hole. So what are you going to run? You're going to play 3 Dark Hole in this deck, because you're going to blow out every Phantom Knight player you have with it. Also, we're going to run 3 Book of Moon, because if we go up against Phantom Knight, we can book their Ophion, and then as soon as we book their Ophion, then they're not going to be able to use their trap to bounce us back to the hand. So that's really, really good. Now, Lance, you already know what it does. The last cards I want to go over in the main deck are the 2 cards that I didn't talk about, the 2 ancient spells. First, the Sacred Waters in the Sky. This card's just a starter. You want to play 3 of it. Adds 1 Sanctuary in the Sky from your hand or any monster that mentions it. Pretty much any agent monster from your deck to your hand or Master Hyperion, which this is great going second because you can add Hyperion and start threatening to pop your opponent's cards. So this is very, very good. Also, if the Sanctuary of the Sky is on the field or in your graveyard, you can gain 500 life for each agent or Hyperion you control. Now, if you activate this at the right time, you can gain life points back and really start, to manipulate it so that way you're not at 500 life points by the time the combo's over. Also, you're going to gain 1,000 life points when you use Ancient Fairy Dragon as well. But this card is very good. Also, if an agent monster would be destroyed in battle, then you can banish this to protect. Or any monster that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky, even Hyperion. Next, we have the Chorus in the Sky. So basically, you pay 1,000 life points, target a fairy monster you graveyard and add to your hand. If Sanctuary is on the field or in the graveyard, you can add one of the banished ones instead. So this is really good because you can add 2 monsters for free. So this allows you to add back your Destruction, and I'm going to show you that, and you're going to add back your Ancient Earth. I'm going to show you in the combo. And then we're running Summon Breaker because we love Toxic Floodgates. You add on this very easily. and you tell your opponent they ain't playing the game. Now, on top of that, we're running Master Flare Hyperion. This is the new boss monster for agents. It's limited to 1, and it's very, very good. So this takes a tuner plus a non-tuner fairy. You send 1 agent monster or 1 mention that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky. I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to send any direction deck. If you guys have played Master Duel and you know anything about Nadir's Servant and how it works with Dogmatica, this is pretty much that. Okay? So this is pretty much Nadir's Servant plus more for agents. So basically you summon this and you send out, we're going to send out Parshat from our extra deck to the graveyard to get its effect. But anyway, this monster will become its name and gain its effects, but the second effect of this card is even nuts. So, what this card does is, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can banish any target 1 card in your opponent's field, and banish it. So, this is really, really good. So, again, we banish a fairy from our graveyard, then target a card on their field and banish it. So, you're going to see in one of the replays that we end up banishing Spectral Sword and rooting Shira to his day. So, this is very, very good. Next, we run Stardust Spark. You can take this out for anything. We never made this. You could run it, maybe I'm thinking like a second synchro that could go well going second. So maybe like a Black Rose Dragon if we use like Eutropia Phoenix or something. Because we're not locked out of doing that. Ancient Fairy Dragon allows us to make both Emperor Charles and allows us to make our level 9 synchro Charles, and also allows us to search the Sanctuary in the Sky. I mean, not the Sanctuary in the Sky, our Summon Breaker. Hooray. Next, we run Roland. So if you don't know how Infernobles work, I'm going to tell you. So basically, Roland, you're not going to be searching for an equipped spell in the end phase. You're not going to be doing that. Basically, not that searching, but sending an equipped spell to add a warrior. You're not doing that. You're using Roland's effect to basically equip itself in the graveyard to become a pop for Charles. And I'm about to go over Charles in a second. So Infernoble Knight Charles is a level 9 synchro that allows us to do a few things. If an equipped card becomes equipped to it, you can destroy 1 card in the field. That's non-targeting. Also, you can equip 1 equipped spell from your hand or graveyard to this card, and then you equip 1 Fire Warrior. You're not doing any of that. So you're not equipping a Fire Warrior from your deck to equip an equipped spell with this card. We are not doing that. What we are doing is we are using its first effect to equip Roland from it and popping a card in the field. This will be more relevant in Infernobles, and if you want to watch a video on that, I will be posting a video on that shortly, but also check out my boy Steven. I'll link his channel in the description below, Steven Freshy 1211. And he has an awesome Twitch that you guys should be checking out. Also, huge shout outs to Norris for teaching me this combo. My boy from AF. Thank you, bro. Okay. And I'll give a link to his channel in the description below. So, Pluto is a level 5 synchro. This card is very, very good to end on. Basically, since we're going to have Sanctuary in the Sky in the graveyard, this is a quick effect Book of Moon. So, we banish a fairy, and then we can banish any monster from a graveyard to book one of their monsters. So this is very resourceful because a Book of Moon quick play can be very resourceful against certain decks. So it could overall be very, very good. So we're going to run this, definitely. And you're going to make this with your Venus and your Shine Ball. I'm going to show you that, how you do that. Next, we run Protector of Agents Moon. This card is basically Foolish Burial as a Link 2. Very, very powerful Link 2 going first and going second. So basically on Link Summon, you send Majesty Hyperion from deck to graveyard. And then with this, you can tribute a fairy once per turn. And then pop a card your opponent controls, which is very good going second because Venus gives you infinite Shine Balls. This going second is very useful because you can just destroy any card in the field and make this an immediate threat at a low cost. So think of it as like Nightmare Phoenix for agents, but they can make it very, very easily and gain additional value by sending another extended from deck to grave, because remember, Majesty Hyperion can banish from the graveyard to summon itself. And then a Shine Ball on the field can become a tuner, and then you're making Master Flare Hyperion, and you start extending from there. So going second, I want you to think about that. And last but not least is Celestial Night Lord Power Shot. You never summon this, but it's here because you're sending this with Master Flare Hyperion. So basically, you get the effect to discard a card to add any fairy monster if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, or you can add any card that lists Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck to your hand. This is why Divine Punishment's at 1 and Master Flare is at 1, because they don't want you searching Omni Gates, obviously. However, what this can search is Lancia, because it's a fairy if you have Sanctuary on the field. You could get Lancia. You can also add Herald of Greenlight, which we have, which can negate Dark Hole. So, if you thought you were safe from Dark Hole, you are not. This card can discard another card, another fairy to negate a spell. On top of that, you could also search any of your combo pieces. So you could search Sacred Waters of the Sky. Generally, you're going to be searching the chorus in the sky. So 90% of the time, we are searching this, which is going to allow us to get our full combo up. All right, now that we talked about the deck list, let's go over the combo. So if you're all coming into my Twitch stream right now, or you're watching this on YouTube, you need to pay close attention. If you want to learn how to pilot this top tier deck, I want you to pay very close attention because I'm about to go over the combo. This is a 1.5 card combo, and this is basically the main combo of the deck, and you're going to end on the God Field. And it is very frightening. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so this is combo already. So no Hyperion's already a starter. We're not going to really want to summon Venus first because we want to use Earth, and we can just save Neptune for the follow-up because we already drew it. So we're going to go ahead and activate our skill. Tuning in the Sky is going to send 2 agents from our graveyard. Now, if we don't intend to summon the Venus in our hand, what we can just do here is we can dump Venus and Destruction Venus to the graveyard, and then we're going to apply the additional effect to send this back to add Earth. Now, I want you to pay attention. Pretend I don't have Venus in hand yet. Pretend I don't have it. So we're going to summon Earth. Then Earth effect is going to add Neptune. So you can even pretend that I don't even have Neptune or Venus in hand. So I just searched Neptune. These other 2 cards are irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. They can be anything. So we're going to activate Neptune to summon the Venus that we sent from the graveyard via skill. And we're going to summon Venus. Then we're going to activate Venus's effect, summoning a Shine Bolt from death. Then we're going to link summon into a link 2. We're going to link off our Earth and our Shine Ball to summon Moon. We're going to activate Moon's effect. This is going to send Majesty Hyperion from direct deck to grave. Then we're going to activate our Venus again to summon another Shine Ball out. Does not matter the zone. Then, very important, do not mess this up. We're going to activate Majesty Hyperion to tribute Moon to summon itself. Then we're going to activate Majesty Hyperion to banish our Neptune, to banish our Earth, and then we're going to go ahead and trigger our Neptune effect to add Sanctuary from deck to hand. Then we're going to activate our skill, and with this, we're going to change our, we're going to shuffle in Shine Ball, and then we're going to change our Venus and Shine Ball to tuners. We're going to go ahead and activate Sanctuary in the Sky, and then we're going to go ahead and Synchro for level 10. We're going to make Master Flare Hyperion very important in EMC. Then we're going to activate Hyperion's effect to send Parshat from extra deck to grave. This is the Nadir Servant effect I was telling you about before. Next, we're going to activate Master Flare Hyperion's effect. We're going to discard, it could be any card, so pretend this is not even anything, just any card. And then we're going to be able to search. Now, we already have Sanctuary in the field, so if you wanted to search Lancey against PK, you could. But we're going to search our Chorus in the Sky here. Next, we're going to activate Shine Ball of Venus's effect twice more, summoning out 2 Shine Balls out of the deck. Then we're going to go ahead and Synchro for 5 here. We're going to make our Roland. And then we're going to activate Parshat's effect. I didn't go over this one, but because we have Hyperion, it will gain Parshat's additional effect. So we're going to banish a Shine Ball in order to be able to special summon. Oh, wait, I messed up. Oops, let me redo this. I messed up here. Oops. Alright. May cut this out of the YouTube video. Alright, we're going to do this one more time. I meant to activate Chorus in the Sky first. Alright, redo. Alright, redo this. Okay, this is already combo. Again, this card alone is combo. Alright, we already have Earth, so we don't even have to reveal that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna send Venus and Destruction Venus to the grave. Summon Venus, summon Earth. Search Neptune. Then we're gonna Neptune effect here. Neptune's gonna go ahead and summon out Venus. Then we're gonna Venus summon. Shine Ball. We're gonna link 2.
I manifest. I activate my monster's effect.
Send Majesty to the graveyard. Then we're gonna Venus summon. We did everything right there, but use that first thing. Do that. Activate the spell first. We're gonna summon. Then we're gonna activate, banishing this and our Earth. And then we're gonna search Sanctuary. Then we're gonna skill, shuffle and Shine Ball. Very important you shuffle Shine Ball. You're gonna do this wrong. We're gonna turn these both into tuners. The level 3 and level 2. Activate. And then we're gonna make Master Flare Hyperion in the EMZ.
Make your presence known.
And now, like I said, the Nadir Servant effect. We're gonna send you. And we're gonna activate. Sending whatever. In this case, we could send one of these to the graveyard, or if you want it, whatever. You could send whatever card in hand that you don't want. And we're gonna search this. Chorus in the Sky. Next, we're gonna summon out 2 bodies. And then we can go into Roland. But we're not gonna use this yet. Okay. Now we're gonna activate Roland effect. Now we're gonna go Chorus. And we're gonna add back Destruction Venus and Earth. This is where we messed up the last time. Next, we're gonna activate and go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now trigger Parshat's effect, banish, and this is where we messed up the last time. We're gonna summon out our Venus, then we're gonna activate our effect of Ancient Fairy Dragon, gonna extend into a 2, then we're gonna pop our field, adding Summon Breaker. Do not activate this yet. You do not want to lock yourself. That would be very depressing. So now we're gonna summon Emperor Charles. Then we're gonna go ahead and activate Destruction Venus. Pay 500 to summon out our ball. You can summon it from the Banish Zone if you want to get another monster in the grave. That's fine. Next, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna Synchro Summon into Pluto. Finally, if you have this in hand, you can go ahead and activate this. Otherwise, you just activate the Summon Breaker. So if you don't have this in hand, just activate the Summon Breaker. And then we're gonna activate this since we have it. We're gonna search a Hyperion for follow-up. And then we can gain either 500 or 1,000 life, depending on how many agents we have on the field. And now, what's our field look like? Well, ignore the Book of Moon. On your standard combo field, we have a Banish for Hyperion if they activate a card or effect. We have a Book of Moon. We have a non-target pop from Charles. And then we have Summon Breaker, which doesn't allow them to summon 3 or more times. So, again, if their play is to just set a bunch of cards, we can use Charles to pop the back row. And then on our turn, if we have a Hyperion on the follow-up, then we can even use Hyperion to pop their back row. If they have, say, let's say a Crackdown on the field, we're automatically threatening it. If we have a Neptune as a follow-up in our hand, then we even have the option to revive Moon, to pick tribute an agent, to pop another card. So overall, this is one of the most broken fields that you can make, and very well going turn 1. Now onto some cool replays. So that's the combo. Alright, now, on to the replays. We're on, by the way, if you're just joining, we're on a 10-game win streak. We're 10-0 with agents right now. Undefeated.
If I form up, I activate Duel. Here, if I form up.
Okay, so we're up against Perform Mage here. Basically, he opens up the Aurora to use the Artemis to search the Crowley, resummoning the Trick Clown, special summoning the Hat Tricker, detaching off Dweller, to make his Rafflesia. Brand new card from the box. Now we book his Rafflesia so that way he can't send a trap to the grave to disrupt us. We're going to activate Venus, summoning out 2 Shine Balls. Link 2 into Moon. Activate Moon. But he negates us. So he has another disruption. Now we activate Sacred Waters in the Sky, adding Neptune. We're going to Neptune discard, revive back Moon. But remember when I say Moon's a pop. So we're going to tribute, pop his monster. He's going to summon Trick Clown, and I'm going to show you how we OTK him. Next, we're going to banish our Neptune to summon to summon Hyperion. Now remember, what did I say before? If we summon Hyperion and we have Sanctuary in the Sky, we can pop twice. Now because he's at 3k life, this is game through him having damage juggler. So we're gonna Hyperion pop, and that's game through juggler. GG. Game. So very good there. That's GG. Shake my hand. Let me see. Let me make sure I save my other place here, because I want to especially get the one in against Shira. Yeah, I didn't save this one. Okay. So this is the one against Shiranui. So Shiranui, another top tier deck. So how do you beat Shiranui? Well, I'm going to show you. He hand trapped us going first. He stopped our combo. So how do we combo through Ghost Mourner? I'm going to show you. Hyperion is also a starter. Be a 3k beat stick? No. Emperor Charles in the deck is also a pop, because you'll have Roland in the graveyard. Okay. So going first. Tuning in the Sky. Remember, our ball is our starter. So if we have a ball, that's a starter. We're going to search Neptune. Neptune effect. We're going to revive back Venus. Uh-oh, we get negated. So now what? Now we're not summoning balls out of the deck. But wait, we have Hyperion in hand. Hyperion is also an extender, so keep this in mind. So we get hand trapped. So we're going to search the Sanctuary in the Sky. We're going to link off into Moon. Activate Moon's effect. And we're going to send Majesty Hyperion. Now remember, when I told you, we banished from our opponent's graveyard. So no Spectral Sword. You cut me off, I cut you off. Now I get to summon Master Flare Hyperion, and now I get a search here. Now if I wanted to, I could activate Sanctuary in the Sky ahead of time to get Lancia, but I don't really need to. I already have this in play. The Lancia is kind of Limbo at the spot, so I'd rather just search another Sacred Waters of the Sky, so I have follow-up in the Hyperion. Plus I could skill again on the next turn for another agent. So I just want to set up follow-up. Alright, so he discards Squire. He's going to add a Squire to his hand. Gonna normal summon Squire. But we have a banish. Hold on. Master Flare Hyperion, get banishing. And now, because he's activated, we have Summon Breaker. He summoned 3 times. His turn's over. Now we activate. We're going to search Hyperion. Gain 1,000 life because we have 2 agent cards that mention him. Now he Ghost Mourner's my Hyperion. But hold on, we can chain in response. Master Flare Hyperion, banish Spectral Sword. And for game. So, Shiranui, dead. Capiche. Capuche out the window. So again, like I said, they disrupt us. We're still playing the game. Alright, this is a 6-game win streak game. This is, again... Alright. Again, full combo. So again, this is our combo. Neptune, revive back to Venus, summon the Shine Ball, link off into the Moon. Again, this is showcasing off the combo again. Sending the Majesty Hyperion, summoning the Majesty Hyperion after we summon the ball, vanishing the Earth, using the Neptune to search the Sanctuary, tuning in the Sky, make both of these things a tuner. We're going to activate Sank, make Master Flare Hyperion, send the Celestial, discard the Dark Hole, add the Chorus effect, add back the Destruction, add back the Earth, Venus, summon 2 Shine Balls. Now we go into Roland, activate Hyperion to special summon itself since it's Farshad, and then we're going to go Ancient Fairy Dragon, pop, add the Summon Breaker, activate the Summon Breaker. We still have combo here anyway. We didn't really want to activate too early, but it's fine. Now we go into Charles, and into Pluto, and have fun.
What shall I play? My hand?
Now we quick effect banish, so he loses that and he just scoops. Okay, this will be the last replay because I don't want this video going on 10 hours long. Oh, also. Okay, this is going second against Ray Raptor.
Lanius. I banish mimicry Lanius from my grave.
So he's gonna go for the Requiem setup, but we have so much to beat him. Also, we're gonna get Cog with this deck, so if you don't want to miss it, I'm gonna try to build this deck on a free-to-play account. And we're gonna try to get Cog with this. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you're following.
I set a card. I activate Raid Raptor Strangle Lanius activate Raid Raptor.
Make sure you follow me on Twitch if you want to see the climb.
I built now what to proceed.
Alright, so here we go.
Ends my turn.
I'm gonna add Earth. Tuning in the sky. Gonna add our Neptune. He activates. But we have Lance, so we say no Requiem for you. Even if you had back row, we don't care, because we have books anyway. We could have booked them if we rented it. So we send, we're gonna summon, then Majesty Hyperion. Well, we're gonna Moon first, pop. He didn't have, we were ready for Revolution Falcon in case he wanted to float in off air raid, but we didn't care, because he didn't have it anyway. Now we could skill, and then, bada bing, immediately threaten Master Flare Hyperion, get the effect, add the Chorus in the Sky, and we're keeping on going.
Watch this. Watch this.
We're gonna make Pluto,
I sync it goes.
endgame. So as you can see, this deck really pops off. This deck is definitely top tier. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, huge shout outs to my boys Norris, Dryan, and Steven. Please go follow them. I'll add their channel links in the description below. Thank you. And that's that. Bye, YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.